Manifestation of first language transfer in second language learning. Now, what are the instances where this happens and how can we sort of identify it or expect it? So, the negative transfer of L1 is noticeable and often occurs in comprehension errors when the learners are reading something and are trying to understand something. They will still use their first language structures to try to understand it. They will at times avoid certain structures which are very different from their first language. And at times they will overproduce certain forms. And then, of course, accent. That now thinking about avoidance of structure, think about those who, for instance, speak Pashto, and then they try to learn Urdu. So, and you must see that there is this problem of gender when they speak. So, there's a gender issue, not a gender issue, but in their language, when they specify karta hoon ya karti hoon, so there is a problem in there, which is well known. Again, it is coming from their specific first language. L1 transfer errors, they can be overt. So they can be outside, you can see and you can identify them. However, they can be covert also. They can be something that you might not see outside. For instance, in accent, you can notice it. If it is not accent, it is an understanding of something, you wouldn't be able to detect it because that is in the mind of the learner. Sometimes they occur in also the expressing of the meaning of the learner. The learner wants to say something else, but the learner actually ends up saying something different. For instance, in Urdu we say, "Main kal aunga." Now, in Urdu, you don't have a different word for yesterday, kal jo guzar gayi hai or kal jo aane wali hai. In English, you have this yesterday and tomorrow. So a child might be saying, "Main kal matlab aunga," and might use yesterday instead of tomorrow, and you can see that error in the different expression of meaning than that what was intended. So L1 transfer errors can often occur at discourse level. When you are engaged in a conversation, L1 errors most commonly occur at that time and especially related to culturally specific aspects of L2. Simply the way we talk about, the way we say thank you or we don't say thank you, all these culturally specific use of language, these are the ones in which the first language transfers often occur. At times when somebody is talking, there's always in a discussion, there is some, turn taking, for instance. Now, the learners are well tuned to the cues or to know at what point it is appropriate for them to talk or to reply. In second language learning, all these things have to be learnt again, and the first language structures can be seen to interfere here. And this, of course, leads to misleading assumptions.